Hey everybody, this is Final Flame Productions back with another movie-related video. Today I want to talk about a fairly controversial subject, and that is Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 3 is one of the least respected sequels in most movie franchises. You have Star Wars franchise where people tend to think the prequel to the worst. You have Terminator sequels where people seem to dislike Genesis or Dark Fate. But in Jurassic Park, people seem to always pick on Jurassic Park 3 as being the worst sequel, citing that Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic Park 2 Lost World are better movies than Jurassic Park 3. Today I want to give my opinion where I think that Jurassic Park 3 is the best sequel after the first Jurassic Park movie. I think it's better than Lost World. I think it's most certainly better than Jurassic World 1 and Jurassic World 2. And today I want to give my opinion on why that is. Jurassic Park 3 is a very flawed movie. There's no point denying that. It's a movie that, compared to the first movie, gets a lot of things wrong. And maybe, there's certain scenes in the movie that I would definitely remove. A lot of the things that people quote when they say they don't like Jurassic Park 3 are certain scenes that push them the wrong way, like the raptor scene where the raptor says Alan and speaks, which is a pretty goofy scene, or the fact that the T-Rex gets killed by the Spinosaurus. Scenes like this I agree on. They shouldn't have been in the movie and that they should have changed these scenes. But the raptor scene where he says Alan could definitely have been removed with no effect on the movie at all, which is why I think it, even though it is in there and you have to critique the movie on the movie that was released, I still think that scene shouldn't be detract from the rest of the movie. But unfortunately it is a pretty goofy scene that I think if they were removed it would have definitely took that awkward goofy scene and out of the movie and made it run a lot smoother. The killing of the T-Rex was a mistake in my opinion as well. They definitely could have handled that better. Possibly have the T-Rex come in the boat scene near the end of the movie and save maybe Alan and the Kirby family. I think that could have been an interesting way, instead of killing the T-Rex early in the movie, just to show how cool the Spinosaurus is, which the Spinosaurus is cool in its own right, and it didn't need to kill the T-Rex to show that. And then there comes the humor. The humor at times is a little bit irritating, a little bit maybe forced at times, but when you compare it to some of the really dreadful humor in the two Jurassic World movies, it's not that bad in my opinion. In terms of what I like about Jurassic Park 3, I really like the music. The original John Williams score is played throughout the movie, at the end, during the movie, and in key scenes. In Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the score is barely heard at all. I think they created a fairly new score for the movie, and I think that misses, and it takes a lot of the magic out of Jurassic Park movie. The Jurassic Park music, the score, the theme, the different scores, the different parts of that main score really add to the movie's magic, and most of the favorite scenes that people have usually have that score somewhere. And Jurassic Park 3 has it in uses it really well, such as the arrival scene, which is recreating the first movie, which is no bad thing in my opinion. There's also you hear it in the Brachiosaurus boat scene where the boat goes past and you see the group of Brachiosauruses approaching the Alan and the Kirby family. And that's a really cool and really nice scene that gives you the magic of the original movie. But the other parts that I like about Jurassic Park 3, the animatronics, that they've still used. There's lots of CGI, of course, but there's a lot of animatronics, especially the raptors, the T-Rex. That's first shot you see of the T-Rex is the animatronic. A lot of the close-ups of the Spinosaurus is animatronic. And for me, the animatronics is a key thing to why people still love Jurassic Park, and it still stands up to watch to the day, is the fact that the animatronics are so believable, and because they're in the shot, because they're real, because they're actually physical things, they don't date as bad as some of the CGI moments. And Jurassic Park 3 definitely still use a lot of animatronics, just like the other two Jurassic Park movies. The Jurassic World movies move way too much into CGI, and the action scenes became a lot more outlandish and a lot more kind of Michael Bay-esque. And to me, that is not what Jurassic Park should be. It should be as believable as possible. And using animatronics is a really good way of keeping it grounded and keeping it believable. And Jurassic Park 3 definitely has a lot of animatronic scenes and usage. The characters, you've got Alan Grant, one of my favourite characters in the whole franchise. You've got Ellie, who's in the movie as well. Probably not enough, as you probably would have liked her in it more. The scenes between those two are great. We love those characters, and Alan is in good form in this movie. He's a lot more grumpy. Well, maybe he's about as grumpy as he was in the first movie. Some of his scenes with Billy are really cool. Some of the dialogue, some of the Alan's kind of perspective on things, on his interest in dinosaurs, but his lack of interest of wanting to get back on the island, but he inevitably is put back on the island. Just he's a great character, and Sam Neill is a terrific actor, and to get him back and to give him a really interesting part to play was really good. The Kirbys, people can take or leave them. I think they've got good actors playing the characters. Maybe the characters are a little bit irritating, maybe play too much for laughs, but I kind of like them in general. Maybe the wife is slightly irritating. But you know what? They're definitely better than the characters we got in Jurassic World 1 and 2. So for me, in general, you got the music, the animatronics, the characters, the magic of scenes like the arrival of Brachiosaurus scene. You've got other terrific scenes like the pterodactyl nest scene and the cage scene where the pterodactyl attacks the Kirby and Alan and the Billy. You've got the raptors who are front and center of this movie that are really, really good in this movie. And you know, the raptors are front and center of the Jurassic World movies, but they turn the raptors into these characters that are actually communicating with people. And I just thought the Jurassic World movies moved the raptors into a way different direction, a kind of a dopey direction. I mean, if you think that the raptor talking in Jurassic Park 3 for 2 or 3 seconds is bad, having a raptor communicate with other dinosaurs and communicate with the human characters is just really stupid, and that's why I don't like the Jurassic World movies. I just think in general Jurassic Park 3 is a really fun movie to watch. It's got the bits that I really liked about the original. Of course it isn't as good as the original. The script isn't as strong. They're recreating a lot of the stuff from the original that people liked, which some people would say is they're just rehashing stuff. But when you see the Jurassic World movies, it moves stuff in a direction that's way, way off what Jurassic Park should be, in my opinion. I kind of like the Jurassic Park 3 approach of just sticking to what works and keeping the magic of the original movie. Jurassic Park 2 Lost World is pretty close behind this movie, but I think Jurassic 2 Lost World is a little bit long. It drags in certain sections in the middle. Whereas I think Jurassic Park 3 kind of moves along pretty well. A lot of people critique it. A lot of people just have no time for Jurassic Park 3. But I think it's hard to deny that it did attempt, whether you think it delivered or not, to keep the magic of the first movie, which is why I probably still like it to this day. But as I said, it's a flawed movie, but I think it's one that people, I think people have joined in with the crowd and in slamming it without maybe giving it another chance and giving it its fair dues. But I like it. What do you think? Do you like Jurassic Park 3, or do you agree with most other critics and fans that it's a very disappointing movie? Let me know what you think. Thank you.